It's your boy, HHWH, in the UK, coming to you with a live. Yeah, I haven't done a live in ages, so I just wanted to update you what's going on in my life, and my rife, and my excitement. It's pretty sweet. So, yeah, I hope everyone's well. Quick story with me. I'm a bit like... So I'm quickly back in the UK, and I no longer have a UK address, and I'm living with my... When I come back to the UK, I'll always check in on mum and dad. Always. That's just how I'm going to roll. Obviously, they're 70, they've been vaxxed, and all these kind of things. Anyway, like I've always been the kind of person that doesn't really buy presents to my family. Not only is it a broken family, but I guess in that regard, I've always had room to grow in terms of gifts and buying people things and looking after them and showing affection in that way. I'm good at showing it in other ways, but I've always had that weakness of not buying my parents' gifts, and sometimes even forgetting my mum's birthday. My dad's always remembered my mum's. I've always been that, and that's definitely been something that I can grow on, like buying my parents' gifts. After all, it's my parents that made us, right? We all have challenges with our parents and old friends as we go on this growth journey and spread the light and see the world in very different ways to most people. And particularly for most of us, but not all of us in our community, it's always a challenging relationship with parents. And mine, just as much as you guys. Not to compare, because that's silly. But yeah, it's always been a challenge since being woken up in this lifetime through depression and social anxiety and all these things, and I felt like my parents didn't understand me and betrayed by parents. And yeah, since then we've departed onto different timelines almost. Most of you guys wouldn't think like normal people. It's like a black sheep of the family almost, if you want to simplify it, and definitely with me this is the case. However, I am actually grateful. Obviously, I wouldn't be here without my parents. My dad's taught me the most, one of the biggest challenges and the biggest teachers in my life. And my mum is very kind and compassionate, despite being physically toxic, I guess, and little bit obese, but a loving heart. But anyway, long story short, I've always been one never to give my parents gifts, and with the newfound freedom I found through sharing my health journey and working on my financial abundance, and it all is down to God and all these things. But anyway, I'm coming to giving my parents gifts a little bit more. So when I came back from Costa Rica, I bought some nice cups with their names on them. Some nice, made out of bamboo or wood or some wooden cups. That was nice, and that was rare and a surprise for them. And now, yesterday, I had it in my head since Costa Rica, I'm going to buy them something substantial that would benefit them, that they'd enjoy, but also I'd benefit from too. So, sort of selfless, but sort of selfish. And anyway, long story short, it was an air fryer. I know loads of you guys would have heard about air fryers. They've been around for a few years, nothing new. They're growing in popularity, but I only heard about them in Costa Rica, to be honest, for the first time. Air fryers, they can roast, they can dehydrate fruits and food, they can cook, and they also save a lot of oil. So actually, they're really healthy for you, air fryers. So I did some research. I found about the Ninja air fryer, and I thought, oh, Ninja air fryer. I've got the money for it. Hey, Sandy, Sadhu. I got the money for a Ninja air fryer, and then I thought, well, the reviews are amazing, so I want the Ninja one. And then I thought, there's one that's a bit more expensive where you can do 2 in 1, like so you can roast, dehydrate, or cook, 1 in 1 on the same Ninja, but it's double the price. So I thought, right, yesterday I'm going to buy it for mum and dad, and I did, and it arrived today within a day, and I opened it with my mum just a second ago, and it was honestly one of the best memories I think I'll ever have, because just before I was telling mum I bought something for the kitchen for her, and she goes, well, there's only one thing that we haven't got, and that's an air fryer. And I said to her, well, maybe it's in there, but I was like, what? How did she know? Because it's the only thing they haven't got. And I didn't do it for that reason. I was doing it so that if they make me chips, which I still eat sometimes, only human, you can at least have your chips and your food using less oil. Because, guys, I'm not saying air fryers are healthy, but there are better alternatives out there to the shitty stuff that people are willing to do. So in terms of teaching and helping people, always try and push people towards things they're going to do that are better for them, that they're going to commit to doing. And I saw my mum's reaction with the air fryer, and she was well chuffed. She's wanted one for a while, never got, probably my dad too, I never got round to buying it, and I bought it for them. And it's very exciting to give family and friends gifts, but especially something they've always wanted that they didn't get. So yes, and that's going to benefit me, because when I'm at home, I obviously eat the food here. I am vegan, so they honour that. But yeah, now I can have my food, they can have their food. And obviously food's a huge aspect of life for normal people. Not that it isn't for us, but I'm just saying, like, you know, this is a good gift for the normies. Even for us too. Maybe I'm going to get an air fryer when I'm based in Thailand or whatever. I don't know, because I'll still cook chips every now and again on my air fryer, innit? So yeah, it's a really good present. The Ninja make, I think, guys. I don't know in the USA, but the UK has Ninja. They're the best air fryers. I know that. I don't know about the USA. They just got loads of reviews. And guess what? Go with the reviews, because they're just good. They're decent. And they cook foods in a better way. They cook the shit. And yes, okay, you can cook chicken on there and all that stuff that everyone eats. And that's cool. People do what they want, isn't it? And yeah, but they just cook it in a healthier way using less oil. So I'm glad I got my mum and dad that. And it made me smile, mum's reaction. And yeah, it's very rewarding when I don't spend hardly any money, truthfully, my entire life on my parents. And then you spend something on them that they've kind of always wanted. And it's kind of semi-healthy, so that's a win-win. It's not like I'm going to get... See, my parents aren't the kind that if I bought them a water distiller, and I do have a water distiller in my room, they ain't going to use it. So, you know, getting to water is very important too, right? High quality water from them. But they won't change, because they're still on tap water with their teas and all that, and cook the food in tap water. So I kind of give up on that, but I'll work for light in other ways, which is cool. Oh, I didn't know that, Sarah. That's cool. So yeah, do what you can to help people, man. I'm always doing what I can to help you. Actually, to the top right on the back of my screen is a Blue Shield energy device. And that's really that blue thing there. And that's amazing when plugged in, because what that does is it emits scalar waves in high EMF zones. And I just plug it in. I keep that in my room 24/7. And actually, I travel around everywhere with it. So when I go to Mexico and Thailand, that device and a few other energy devices I've got will come with me. It makes a massive difference. I feel an instant breath slow down when I put that device. That costs 1,400 GBP pounds. It's about $1,800. Well worth it. I've had it a year or so now. And I also, when I'm traveling around with it, well, when I'm in a train in the UK, and it's literally got a Wi-Fi signal everywhere. And by the way, when you're in public, there's Wi-Fi signals everywhere, isn't there? But when I'm on a train, I plug that in, and that, guess what? That doesn't just benefit me, that $1,800 device, when I'm on a train, because obviously no one gives a shit about EMFs, because they're using their phone, they're using the free train signals, and having their little dopamine highs, which is cool. I even use the phone sometimes on the train. Guilty as charged. But I plug that in and it makes a massive difference. And guess what? That emits a radius field of quite a distance. Obviously, the nearer, the more stronger. But if you're sitting next to me or in the same carriage with me and as a train, you're a very lucky person, because through my financial abundance and caring about my health, I do protect other people, even normal, unconscious, vaccinated people. You know, and then what I do is I smile to myself and think, oh, well, you know, you don't know me. I'm a stranger. We might probably never talk, because I obviously don't talk to everyone on the train who does, that they don't know. But, like, I'm always doing good in the world. And when you die, all the little good things you do for little health, for people in good moments, it all comes back to you, you know, so I can rest easy and die happy, because I know I've done a lot of good in the world. And financial abundance, by the way, guys, has been huge for me, because with that, I can buy tech. I can protect myself. It was a giant lie that we're told that actually money can't buy health. Money can't buy happiness. That's true. It's true. But money can buy health. And that's a lie that needs to be broken currently within the communities of us and light workers, because there's a loads of shit supplements you can buy, and that's why I was very anti-supplements for ages. And there's a load of quality supplements you can buy that I'm affiliated with. Sarah's got a good brand going there too, you know, quality supplements. There is herbs. There is such a thing as paying for your health these days. You can. Rife machines aren't cheap. They're expensive. Yeah, I'm big on it. I'm big on financial abundance to buy my freedom in terms of meeting who I want around the world. And often it's just a lot of people on Facebook, you know, that cost money to go and see and to spend time with. But also, most of the money I make just goes towards expensive health tech, you know, upgrading my Rife machines, building businesses, hopefully for the future. And also bioresonance scanners on my mind that cost 20,000 GBP. Fuck. That costs a lot of money. So I need to make more money to buy more expensive tech, so that when I set a business or when I see my friends, I can put them on really expensive machines. It's cool. So it is important. I'm very lucky. I got outside the system early. My last ever working job was summer 2018, where I left it because I was being bullied by the fat old lady boss at work when I was cleaning a car park in, I guess to Americans, what would be Walmart, but in the UK was an Asda. And I thought, fuck it, I'm never going to work a normal job again. Again, coming back to my parents, how lucky I am. I didn't need to. I had a room, and my parents take care of my food and my accommodation. So I was very lucky after I left my last job that I can do that as a young boy. But then that was the beginning of financial freedom through writing books on Aged Urine. Writing books was the start, but by no means the end, because actually I found the most abundance came to me through supplements, affiliation with the Roots, and now the Zen Cleanse. But just affiliation with powerful supplements is always going to get you good results. So yeah, that was it. And I'm grateful for the Sadhu too, for showing me the roots and teaching me about the power of supplements. And we go way back, dude. And he brought me a lot of other beautiful people like Gary G, even my exes, a lot of cool things. And we're going to grow in our friendship too. So that was it. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just excited about life. I'll lastly update you guys and say that I'm going to be, my passport's in, I'm going to be in Mexico. So this is for anyone that's watching. I'm going to be in Mexico all summer long. From the 4th of April to the end of August, I'm going to be in Central America. So I'm going to be starting Cancun. I'm already seeing friends and organize some stuff at the beginning. Through Facebook friends. But also, there's loads of people I'm going to meet that are already there that I don't even know on Facebook that are cool and on a level with us. But yeah, if anyone's around Mexico, or even, I'm going to come up from Baja, California to San Diego, California and USA, Texas, and maybe even Florida. I'm not going too high up USA because of the lack of sun, and because I don't want to make this a USA, North America trip. No offense to America, guys. But I like you, Americans as people, at least the ones on here that are on a level, but I do not like the country. I detest England, the Matrix, and it's most prominently got its claws and hooks and brainwashing in Europe, UK, which is disgusting, and USA. These countries, to me, at the heart, are truly disgusting. But doesn't mean I don't visit them and visit the people inside them. So I won't be spending much time in the USA. I mostly want to be spending it around Mexico. So if any of you guys are in the South USA, in this place I mentioned, or if you're in Mexico and you're on Facebook, message me and I'll try and meet up with you, because that's what I try and do. I just want to meet up with people and have a good time. If you've been following my journey, secret stalking, as a lot of people do, just weird to me. Secret stalking and following, I don't know if it's protection of the ego. And yeah, you can just message me and we can meet up and you'll see I'm a real person, like a real person, and I'm not some fucking guru. I'm traumatized and damaged, but I truly am, just like you guys, on a sincere healing journey in physical health and actually mental and emotional, which I think is more important than physical health, even though I'm happy to specialize in physical health. I'm only saying that because I've met a few people, loads of people that are on point with physical health, but they're all over the place with their mental and emotional health. and have huge egos, and that's where spiritual bypassing comes into it, because you can spiritually bypass and be very physically clean. They're two separate things, and yet they're all linked. I just want to be a nice person, giving value that's real and doesn't hide from my traumas and issues and pretend because I know so much about physical health or the colon, but yeah, I don't even know how to have a human conversation, be grounded in reality and give value. You know what I mean? Like, I've got to be grounded in this reality. Yeah, we've got to be grounded. We can't stay in starseed land all the time. Can we? I don't know. I do learn from those people. I just don't want to be like that person, and I'm not that person. So when you come and meet me, you'll see that I'm just a fucking human being, the same as you, with struggles and shit to go through, and more heartbreak, and more loved ones, like my parents dying. They're 70. You know, I've got a lot of things. By the way, I guess when my parents die, you won't be seeing me on Facebook for a few weeks. I'll need some time to recover, I think, from a few things. But yeah, all good. And yeah, if you're around, guys, hit me up. And I'm excited for the next stage of my journey. I won't be in the UK too long. So yeah, it's going to be fun and cool. And do something nice for your family and loved ones, and buy them stuff that they want. Maybe not the poison toxics, but do nice things for people, and you'll be all right in this world. Depression, by the way, I'll just leave with this. It's almost impossible to be depressed for too long when you know your purpose and when you're giving value to other people. You need to find an avenue to give value to people, friends, family, strangers. When that avenue is found, when you're sharing what you know with people, that's when depression stops. It's silly to stay in depression too long. I can't even relate to staying in depression too long. Depression is just a sign that you're curveballed, or you're not actually on your purpose. That's all it is. When you find your purpose, when you get on your purpose, then the depression stops. And it doesn't mean you won't have hard low points, but depression to me is like people that get stuck there and give up on life. Can't relate to that. I can't relate to it at all. I definitely haven't given up on life. I definitely haven't given up on completely healing myself. So yeah. And Lisa, yes, air fryers are amazing, safe, and they should replace, quite frankly, everyone else's frying and bullshit. Look into them. They are the future for, like, I'm not saying healthy, but much healthier. And they're really good. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing day. Peace. Bye.